My dearest child, do you feel it today? The weight on your shoulders? The anxious knot in your stomach? The way the world seems to press in on you from all sides? I see your struggle. I know the battles you are fighting, both the visible ones that rage against circumstance and the hidden ones that war against your own heart and mind. The enemy of your soul whispers lies, doesn't he? He tells you that you are losing, that your efforts are in vain, that the giants you face are too big, the mountains too high. He shows you the scars of your past and the uncertainties of your future, trying to convince you that this story is one of defeat. But my child, I have a truth for you that will shatter his deceptions and set your spirit free. Heaven has already written your victory story. Long before you took your first breath, long before the foundation of the world was laid, your name was etched into the book of life. And in that book, your final chapter isn't a tragic one. It is a triumphant one. Your destiny is not determined by the temporary setbacks you face, but by the eternal promises I have made. Every single challenge, every trial, every moment of despair you are walking through right now is simply a scene in a much larger, more glorious production. You are not the victim in this story. You are the hero, and I am your ultimate champion. The victory is not something you have to earn. It is something you have to claim. It is already yours. The final page is already written, and it ends with you standing victorious, crowned with glory, having overcome every single obstacle. Think about the great heroes of faith that came before you. Did their lives seem easy? Did they simply glide from one success to another? No. Their stories are filled with moments that looked like defeat. Joseph was thrown into a pit by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and unjustly imprisoned. But what was the final outcome? He became a powerful ruler, second only to the Pharaoh, and was used to save not only his family, but an entire nation from famine. His pit was not his end. It was the path to his palace. Moses stood before the Red Sea with an entire army chasing him, and there seemed to be no way out. The situation was humanly impossible. Yet the sea parted, and he led the people to safety on dry ground. The impossible became the miraculous. David faced a giant that everyone else feared, a giant that seemed unbeatable. But David walked forward in faith, knowing that the battle was mine, and he won. His sling was not a weapon. It was an instrument of my power. Your life is no different. The challenges you face are not meant to destroy you. They are designed to strengthen you and to showcase my power in your life. That illness you are fighting, it is not the final word. That financial struggle you are enduring, it is not your destiny. That broken relationship that has caused you so much pain, it is not the end of your story. I have already foreseen every single one of these moments. I have already prepared the way for your breakthrough. Your victory is not dependent on your own strength, but on my unchanging faithfulness. When you feel weak, that is when my strength is made perfect in you. When you feel you have nothing left to give, that is when I will pour out my provision. This is not a message of passive waiting. It is a message of active faith. It is a call to walk forward, to fight your battles with the confidence of someone who already knows the outcome. When you wake up each morning, do not focus on the size of your problems. Instead, focus on the size of your God. Put on the full armor I have provided for you, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the shoes of the gospel of peace, the shield of faith, and the sword of the Spirit. Walk into your day with the assurance that every single step you take is a step toward the victory that is already sealed. Don't let the enemy trick you into believing that the current chapter is the whole book. Your story is so much bigger than this moment. This struggle is temporary. My victory is eternal. The tears you are shedding are not wasted. They are watering the seeds of a new beginning. The pain you are feeling is not for nothing. It is birthing a strength and a testimony that will inspire others. The obstacles in your path are not dead ends. They are simply detours to a higher calling. I am not asking you to deny the reality of your situation, but I am asking you to put it in the right perspective, a divine perspective. I am the author of your life, and I write only good stories. I know it can be hard to believe this when you are in the thick of it, when the evidence before your eyes suggests otherwise. That is why faith is so crucial. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It is the ability to see with your spiritual eyes what your physical eyes cannot yet perceive. It is the unwavering conviction that my promises are truer than your problems. It is looking at the impossible and saying, "But I serve a God who specializes in the impossible." So today, my beloved child, let this truth sink deep into your soul. Heaven has already written your victory story. Take a deep breath. Release the fear and the anxiety. Let go of the need to have all the answers. Your part is not to figure out the whole map, but simply to trust the mapmaker. Your victory is not in your hands. It is in mine. And my hands are strong. My love is endless, and my plan for you is perfect. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that the end of this story is not defeat, but a glorious, resounding triumph. Your victory is not coming. It is already here, sealed by the blood of my Son, and waiting for you to walk into it. The battle is not yours. It's mine, and I have never lost a battle. Now, let's delve deeper into this truth, for it is not a shallow statement, but a profound reality that has the power to transform every aspect of your life. The concept of your victory being pre-written is an anchor for your soul in a world of constant change and uncertainty. It is a divine paradox. You must fight, but the outcome of the fight is already decided. This doesn't negate your effort. It dignifies it. It means that every tear you shed, every prayer you utter, every step of faith you take is not a desperate attempt to achieve victory, but a courageous act of claiming the victory that is already yours. Consider the human perspective versus the divine. You see the battlefield in front of you, the chaos, the dust, the clashing swords. You feel the pain of the wounds and the fatigue of the fight. But I, your God, see the entire timeline from beginning to end. I see the starting line, the grueling middle, and the victorious finish line all at once. From my perspective, you've already crossed the finish line, arms raised in triumph. The struggle you're in now is simply the race that leads to that preordained conclusion. It's the journey where character is forged, where faith is proven, and where my glory is revealed through you. The enemy wants you to focus on the pain of the journey and forget the joy of the destination. But I want you to remember that the destination is already a certainty. The victory is a settled matter. This truth should be your source of profound peace. It means you can face adversity without fear, knowing that the worst the enemy can do is temporary and cannot alter your eternal destiny. You can endure hardship with hope, knowing that a greater purpose is being fulfilled in your suffering. You can forgive those who hurt you because you understand that their actions, while painful, cannot ultimately derail the story I am writing for you. The peace that surpasses all understanding is rooted in this unshakable certainty. My plan for your life is good, and it will prevail. Do not let the world's definition of success or failure dictate your emotional state. The world measures success by material gain, social status, and worldly power. But I measure success by faithfulness, resilience, and character. Your victory is not in getting a bigger house or a better job. Your victory is in my name being glorified through your life, regardless of your circumstances. It's about you trusting me, even when it makes no sense, loving me, even when you feel abandoned, and hoping in me, even when the outlook is bleak. That is a victory far more precious than any earthly trophy. This understanding also changes how you pray. Instead of praying from a place of desperation, God, please give me victory, you can pray from a place of confident declaration. Thank you, God, for the victory you have already secured. This shift in perspective transforms your prayers from petitions into declarations of faith. You are no longer begging for something you hope will happen. You are claiming something you know is already a done deal in the spiritual realm. This is not about a magical formula. It is about aligning your heart and your words with my eternal truth. Your prayers become an echo of the divine reality that is already in place. Furthermore, this truth frees you from the bondage of comparison. The enemy loves to make you look at the person next to you and feel that their journey is easier or their blessings are greater. He wants you to feel that their story is more victorious than yours. But every victory story I write is unique and perfectly tailored to the individual. My plan for your life is unlike anyone else's because you are uniquely created. Your trials are specific to your purpose, and your triumphs will be a testament to my faithfulness in a way that is exclusive to you. So stop looking to the left and to the right. Fix your eyes on me and on the path I have laid out for you. Your victory story is not a copy, it's an original masterpiece. Remember the story of Job. From a human perspective, his life was a tragic sequence of losses: his family, his wealth, his health, and his reputation. His friends told him he must have sinned. His wife told him to curse me and die. But what did Job do? He held on to his faith, declaring, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him." His victory wasn't in avoiding the suffering. His victory was in his unwavering trust in me through the suffering. And what was the end of his story? I restored to him double what he had before. His temporary defeat became a testimony to my ultimate power and goodness. The book of Job is a powerful reminder that the middle of your story, no matter how painful, is not the end. The victory chapter is still to come. So, my child, when doubt creeps in, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and when your strength wanes, remember this: your name is written. The end of this story is not defeat, it is triumph. Walk in that truth, live in that assurance. Let it fuel your spirit and guide your steps. The battle may be fierce, but the war has already been won. The spiritual realm operates on principles that often defy human logic. To grasp the fullness of your pre-written victory, you must shift your mindset from one of striving to one of receiving. Think of a king who has already conquered a territory. His soldiers don't fight to hope for a victory. They fight with the absolute knowledge that the war is won. Their actions are not born of desperation, but of confidence. This is the posture I want you to take. The victory was secured on the cross, and your life is the unfolding of that triumphant reality. Every battle you face is a skirmish in a war that has already been won. This perspective also illuminates the purpose of your trials. They are not random acts of fate or punishments for your mistakes. They are opportunities for you to partner with me in revealing my power. When you face a situation that seems impossible, it is my chance to show you that with me, all things are possible. Your struggle is the canvas. My intervention is the masterpiece. Think of it like this: your test is my testimony. The greater the challenge, the more glorious the display of my power will be when you overcome it. The enemy intends to use your trials to break you, but I intend to use them to elevate you. The story of your life is a testament to the fact that I am a God who turns messes into messages and trials into triumphs. The key to walking in this pre-written victory is to consistently align your thoughts, words, and actions with my promises, not with your present circumstances. The enemy will bombard your mind with negative thoughts, lies, and fears. He will point to your past failures and your present lack. But you have a choice. You can either listen to his lies and feel defeated, or you can speak my truth over your life and walk in the victory I have already provided. My word is the ultimate reality, and it is far more powerful than any lie the enemy can conjure. When you are feeling discouraged, don't just passively accept those feelings. Actively counter them with my promises. Say to yourself, I am more than a conqueror. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. This is not just positive thinking, it is spiritual warfare. You are speaking the pre-written victory into existence in your life. This journey is also a process of letting go of your own plans and embracing my perfect plan for you. The victory I have written for you might not look exactly like the victory you have envisioned for yourself. It might be different, but it will be better. It will be a story that brings more glory to my name and more fulfillment to your soul than anything you could have ever imagined. Sometimes, the detours and delays you experience are not interruptions to your victory story. They are an essential part of it. They are preparing you for the blessings I have in store for you, building your character and deepening your dependence on me. Trust my timing, for it is always perfect. My plans for you are for a hope and a future filled with a triumph that far exceeds your current understanding. So today, let go of the need to control the outcome. Let go of the fear of failure. Let go of the heavy burden of trying to win a battle that is already won. Instead, take up the mantle of a victorious child of God. Live with the confidence of knowing that the end of your story is not defeat, but triumph. Your future is not a question mark. It is a glorious exclamation point. The end of this story is not defeat. It is a resounding triumph. Your victory is not coming. It is already here, sealed by the blood of my Son, and waiting for you to walk into it. The battle is not yours. It's mine, and I have never lost a battle. My dearest child, I want you to understand that this pre-written victory is not an abstract concept. It is an active, living force in your life. It means that every time you face a difficult decision, I have already provided the wisdom you need to make the right choice. Every time you feel overwhelmed by a task, I have already equipped you with the strength to complete it. Every time you are tempted to give up, I have already placed within you the resilience to endure. This victory is not a one-time event. It is a continuous unfolding of my divine purpose in your life. The world will try to convince you that you are a product of your past, a collection of your mistakes and regrets. But my truth is that you are a product of my promise. Your past is not your prison. It is simply the beginning of a magnificent story of redemption. I am the God who makes all things new. The old has passed away, and behold, the new has come. Your identity is not found in your failures, but in your status as my beloved child, a champion whose victory has already been secured. Consider the power of a divine perspective. When you look at your life through the lens of my pre-written victory, you see your struggles not as stumbling blocks, but as stepping stones. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to witness my faithfulness. When you face a financial crisis, you see it not as an end, but as a chance for me to demonstrate my abundant provision. When you deal with a difficult person, you see it not as a source of frustration, but as an opportunity for me to display my love and patience through you. Every single circumstance, good or bad, is part of the grand tapestry of your victory story. This truth also calls you to a life of worship and gratitude, even in the midst of your trials. When you thank me for the victory that is already yours, you are not denying your present reality. You are affirming my ultimate reality. You are saying, I may not see it yet, but I know my God is at work. I may not feel it yet, but I know my breakthrough is on its way. This kind of faith is a powerful weapon against the enemy's lies. It silences his whispers of defeat and replaces them with the resounding sound of my promises. Your victory story is not just about your personal triumph. It is also meant to be a beacon of hope for others. The testimony of your life, the way you walk through fire and emerge without even the smell of smoke on you, is a powerful witness to a world that is desperately seeking hope. Your story will inspire others to trust me, to believe in my goodness, and to fight their own battles with confidence. Your victory is not for you alone. It is for the glory of my name and the encouragement of my people. So, my child, let this message become the bedrock of your faith. Every morning, before you face the day, remind yourself, heaven has already written my victory story. Let that truth empower you, comfort you, and guide you. Walk forward, not with the weight of the world on your shoulders, but with the peace of a warrior who knows the war has already been won. The end of this story is not defeat. It is a glorious, resounding triumph. Your victory is not coming. It is already here, sealed by the blood of my Son, and waiting for you to walk into it. The battle is not yours, it's mine, and I have never lost a battle. The very air you breathe is filled with the promise of this victory. It is woven into the fabric of your existence. Just as a seed holds the blueprint of a magnificent tree, you hold the blueprint of your triumphant destiny. Your purpose is not something you have to find. It is something you have to become. And becoming who you are meant to be is the unfolding of that victory story. Every choice you make to love instead of hate, to forgive instead of hold a grudge, to hope instead of despair, is a step closer to the final chapter I have written for you. This is not about perfection. It is about direction. It's about consistently turning toward the light and away from the shadows. Do not be discouraged by the smallness of your current efforts. A single act of kindness can change a life. A whispered prayer can move a mountain. A small seed of faith can grow into a mighty tree. It is not the size of your action that matters, but the size of your faith. I can take the smallest of things and multiply them beyond your wildest dreams. Remember the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish? From a human perspective, it was nothing. But in my hands, it became more than enough to feed thousands. Your resources may seem limited. Your influence may seem small. But with me, there are no limitations. Your victory is not dependent on what you have, but on who you have, me. Your victory story is also one of profound intimacy with me. The battles you face are not just a test of your strength. They are an invitation to draw closer to me. When you are at your lowest, when you feel you have nothing left, that is when you are most open to my presence. The wilderness is not a place of punishment. It is a place of preparation. It is where I speak to your heart, where I reveal my character, and where you learn to lean on me completely. Your greatest breakthroughs will often follow your deepest moments of brokenness, because it is in your brokenness that you make room for my healing power to work. So let your heart be at peace today. The world may rage, circumstances may challenge you, and your own mind may try to deceive you. But know this, you are on the winning side. Your victory is not a hope, it is a fact. It is not a possibility, it is a certainty. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a victor in my story. Embrace this truth, live it, breathe it, and declare it. The end of this story is not defeat. It is a glorious, resounding triumph. Your victory is not coming. It is already here, sealed by the blood of my Son, and waiting for you to walk into it. The battle is not yours. It's mine, and I have never lost a battle. If you like this message, then subscribe to this channel and share it with those who need it. And if you believe in God, type Amen in the comments section. Amen.